Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are unpacking a trap that catches, well, almost every content creator at some point. I'm talking about wasting your time, your creative energy, and ultimately your bottom line on the wrong topics. We're diving into some super fascinating data from a recent analysis by the platform Great with AI titled Stop Picking Wrong Niches, These 5 Actually Pay, to map out exactly where the real value is.
Okay, let's dive into this. I want you to ask yourself a genuinely tough question right now. Are you picking the wrong niche? You might be pouring endless energy, creativity, and those long late nights into a content area that simply won't pay off in the long run. It's the ultimate creator's trap. You work incredibly hard, you hit publish consistently, but the financial return just isn't there to sustain your long-term efforts.
But don't worry, because the data we're unpacking today shows a really clear way out of that trap. We're going to boldly explore 5 specific niches that offer absolutely lucrative opportunities. And the metric we're using to measure this success is CPM. Quick refresher, though you probably already know this, CPM essentially translates to your earnings per 1,000 views. This number is literally the lifeblood of content monetization. It tells you exactly how much advertisers value the eyeballs you're bringing to the table.
All right, let's kick off our countdown starting at number 5 on the sources list, online education. People are constantly turning to the internet to learn new skills, upgrade their professional knowledge, or, just figure out how to do something they've never done before.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that the online education niche actually has the highest earning potential in the entire dataset. No way, right? We're talking about a CPM of $5 to $7 per 1,000 views. That is a phenomenal return on your creative investment, and it really just proves how much value there is in teaching others. So what exactly goes into this high-earning bucket? According to the data, creating educational content around specific courses, detailed step-by-step tutorials, or even just practical study tips is exactly what generates these massive returns. Think about it. When you teach someone a valuable skill, advertisers are more than happy to pay a premium to be placed right next to your helpful content.
Moving on, our next highly profitable sector drops us right into the fast-paced world of technology. This is a massive, ever-evolving digital landscape, and consumers are constantly looking for guidance on what to buy, how to use it, and what's coming next in the pipeline. The successful tech creators in this space are making very specific types of content to grab those views. The Source highlights the huge draw of reviewing new smartphones, testing out laptops, reviewing cars, and showcasing the latest gadgets. But it's not just physical, hands-on reviews. Sharing breaking tech news and reporting on broader, future-facing tech trends fits right into this highly profitable category too. And when we look at the numbers, the technology CPM sits at a very solid $4 to $6 per 1,000 views. It's an incredibly reliable niche, mostly because there's just a constant stream of new products and software dropping globally. So there's always fresh demand for this type of content and a steady stream of advertising dollars waiting for it. Next up is a niche that touches literally everyone's life: health and wellness. At its core, this sector is fundamentally about how we feel, how our bodies function, and how we just operate on a daily basis. The analysis gives us some excellent specific examples of what thrives in this space. We're talking detailed fitness routines, structured nutrition plans, and really valuable mental wellness tips. It's this beautiful spectrum that covers both the physical and the mental well-being of the viewer. People are deeply invested in their own self-improvement, and this content directly serves that fundamental need. For health and wellness, the CPM pulls in an impressive $3 to $5 per 1,000 views. Sure, the top end might be slightly lower than online education, but it maintains highly profitable, consistent margins. Plus, the audience in this particular niche, they tend to be incredibly loyal and highly engaged, often coming back day after day for their daily dose of motivation or guidance. That brings us to our runner-up, personal finance. Money is a completely universal topic, and let's face it, almost everyone out there wants to know how to manage theirs a little bit better and make their dollars stretch further. The specific financial advice formats that attract both eager viewers and premium advertisers alike include offering actionable advice on budgeting, investing, and saving money. These are highly practical topics. When a viewer is watching a video on investing, they're usually in a mindset to make serious financial decisions, which is exactly why advertisers love placing their brands in this content.
Let's move to and see how this builds. Personal finance actually matches technology's strong CPM of $4 to $6 per 1,000 views. You are directly helping people improve their financial standing, which basically creates this highly lucrative space for related financial, banking, and software advertisements. It's a win-win.
And finally, we reveal the #1 niche on the sources list: gaming. You absolutely cannot ignore the massive cultural and financial juggernaut that is the gaming industry today. It commands massive global audiences and incredible, sustained watch times.
But how exactly do gamers turn their playtime into such lucrative content? Well, the source data points directly to recording detailed walkthroughs, producing in-depth game reviews, and creating specific tutorials for popular games. It's about providing pure entertainment, sure, but also providing essential utility for other players who might be stuck on a brutally difficult level or trying to decide what new game to buy next.
The CPM for gaming comes in at $3 to $5 per 1,000 views, perfectly matching the earnings we saw in health and wellness. Actually, scratch that. While it might lack the top-tier CPM compared to online education, it almost always makes up for it with towering view counts and highly dedicated binge-watching audiences that consume hours of content at a time.
And this brilliantly illustrates the big picture. Seeing all 5 niches side by side like this, from online education sitting at the very top with $5 to $7, all the way down to gaming and health and wellness at a still very robust $3 to $5. Every single one of these rows represents a proven, profitable path for a creator.
If we take a step back and analyze this macro-level data, we can group these niches into 3 distinct earning tiers based on their maximum potential CPMs from our source. This gives you fantastic perspective. Tier 1 is online education, peaking at a maximum of $7. Tier 2 groups technology and personal finance, both maxing out at $6. And Tier 3 includes health and wellness and gaming, hitting a very healthy maximum of $5 per 1,000 views.
But hold on, before you run off and switch your entire content strategy purely based on the highest dollar sign on that chart, we need to shift the narrative to the final and honestly most crucial variable. Because while these niches undeniably offer lucrative opportunities, raw empirical data just isn't the only factor you have to consider when building a channel.
So, the crucial point is this: the source directly instructs you to choose one that resonates with your passion. This is the ultimate thesis. Marrying these lucrative, data-backed options with your own genuine personal passion is what will actually give you the creative stamina to succeed in the long term. You absolutely got to care deeply about what you're making.
Which brings us to the end of our explainer today, and to a provocative question I want to leave you with. Look back at that list of 5: education, tech, health, finance, gaming. Which lucrative niche actually resonates with your passion? Think about what you love to do, align it with this hard data, and you'll be well on your way to building a content strategy that actually pays. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Keep learning and keep creating.